everybody, Peppermint here, and welcome back to another episode of Faulty Apprentice. When we last left off, we went off on an adventure to this castle carrying a scroll from a pervy old wizard named Durandal, and we've been stopped by some guards before we could get to the castle. So let's see what happens this time. The commander sheathes her sword and takes 2 steps towards you.
Apprentice.
Durandal was indeed charged with protecting the stone, but it is my charge to protect this castle.
I must consider.
This letter says I am to give you access to the Mage's Tower, training facilities, and even provide you with quarters. Wow, Durandal really hooked us up, didn't he? However, the letter does not say when I have to give you access, nor where you shall reside. You may sleep in the South Tower and are permitted to enter the castle only during the day hours.
Apprentice.
At least until we know you are the man this letter promises. Thank you, or wait, what? She seems pretty tough, so let's just say thank you.
Well done.
The commander gives the slightest of nods before turning on her heel and marching off.
Train hard.
Train hard. Alright, come on now, sugar. Let's get you settled in. The bunny guard escorts you to the South Tower and shows you to your room.
You betcha.
Why is she a bunny? Just because why not? Or is that like an actual thing in this fantasy world? I don't know. Alright, sugar, this here's where the commander said to put you up. Feel free to get settled in. I'll be posted outside if you need anything. Oh, and I almost forgot. Welcome to Star's Reach. The guard smiles at you warmly before leaving the room. Oh, we can save now. So last episode I was saying I didn't know how to save the game, and I could not figure it out for the life of me, so I just decided, all right, I'll record another episode and hopefully I'll figure it out. So there we go, save. Thank goodness. Okay, let's go back. Alright, so wow, we have a lot to choose from. Character status, equipment, title, banner, calendar. Wet tunic flyer is an option, oddly enough. Or we can go to sleep. Let's look at character stats. Alright, so we have no skills, no relationships, but wow, we can have relationships with a lot of people. Right. Do we still have a bow? No, we don't have a bow anymore, so it looks like we don't have any weapons. We have the apprentice title. Oh, okay, so we can actually set our title as something. Oh, that's our banner. That looks like trash. Alright, well, better than nothing, I guess. I guess we can just look at that whenever we want because, why not? The artwork on this flyer is very interesting. I wonder what the wet tunic contest would be like. Will you look at the flyer in detail? Alright. I'm a little nervous about what's gonna happen, but okay. This flyer is really interesting. Really, really interesting. Okay, moving on. Let's go to sleep. We'll probably get a good night's sleep after that. It is pretty late. Should I go to sleep? Yes. You head off to sleep. I'm just not gonna comment on that. Alright, day 1.
Good morning.
Rise and shine, Pepper. I left you breakfast by the table. Be sure to eat it all, okay?
Go get 'em.
It's your first day, so you'll need your energy. The commander says you're supposed to start training and helping around the castle today.
You betcha.
That kind of stuff usually takes about 2 hours, so be sure to keep an eye on the time. You're free to stop by our room anytime. By the way, you can call me Hild.
Bye-bye now.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'll be posted up outside. Take care now. Bye. Shortly after the bunny guard's exit, an exceptionally bright-colored blue bird flutters in through the window. Tweet, tweet, chirp. With an extreme lack of grace, the small avian skids to a crash landing on your nightstand, knocking over what remained of your breakfast. Oh, come on, man. Getting himself upright again, he flies to another corner of the room and crash lands once again, knocking over your equipment. Tweet, tweet, this is the coolest room I've ever seen. Oh, wow. Am I going to live here? No way. No. Nobody gave you permission to live here. I'm so excited I could... If it were possible for something to both generate lightning while simultaneously being struck by that very lightning, that appears to be what happened to this poor creature. Why? Why is this happening to me? After a solid 3 seconds of absolutely no movement, you notice its little feet begin to twitch. Flipping itself upright, the bluebird begins chirping at you as if it's saying something to you in bird speak. Oh, it's alive. Okay. I mean, yeah, the bird's annoying, but I like animals. I don't want it to die. You're Durandal's apprentice, Pepper, right? Of course you are. Look at your hair. My name is Schrodinger. Zit. Where are my manners? I should probably introduce myself. I just get so excited sometimes I get carried away. My name is Schrodinger. Durandal gave me that name when he turned me into a... With a bright spark and a thud, the poor thing bounces off the nightstand and lands on the floor. You wait a moment for the bird to recover on its own before carefully nudging it with the tip of your boot. Candied chestnuts. This bird is high. This bird is on drugs. Hard drugs. The bird jumps up from its catatonic state and starts to frolic about. My name is Schrodinger. Durandal named me that when... Wait, I have already said that, haven't I? Then did I also tell you that the commander wanted to see you in the lower courtyard? Yeah, you did. Oh well, then let's go see her. Just hit the door button in the bottom left of the map screen. Or to go to the map screen, excuse me. From there, we can go to the lower courtyard and report to the commander. Okay. Whatever you say, Schrodinger. So we just hit this, I guess? Alright, so our room is dusty, damp, and dim, but a room all to our own, located in the previously unused South Tower. Okay, so... You go to the prison tower, the lower courtyard, or the west gate. So we're supposed to go to the lower courtyard, maybe? I have a short-term memory. I don't know where we're supposed to go. Let's go to the lower courtyard. That sounds right. Oh, do we just like click on people to talk to them? Oh, and there's a little Schrodinger in the corner. Can we do anything with him? Okay, I guess not. The doll guard tilts her head inquisitively as if waiting for you to say something. Oh my god, she has a thing in her head. I was like, why do they call her a doll guard? And then I looked at her and it all made sense. Alright, let's talk to her, I guess. The guard opens a scroll pad and begins writing with a coal pen. After a moment, she holds it up to you. Hey, new person, welcome to the castle. With a really cute, cow emoji. What's your name? What brings you around here? How are you enjoying your stay? The doll guard suddenly stops writing and stares at you with an unblinking eye. After a moment of silence, she resumes writing on her scroll pad. Sorry for asking so many questions. I've never been outside of the castle, so I don't meet many people. Doll guard is my favorite character. She uses just as many emojis as I do. Anyway, you could probably tell from the way I look that I'm a doll. So don't be alarmed if I stare at you blankly, okay? You're weird? That's okay, nice to meet you, or stare blankly back. Let's be nice to her. That's okay, nice to meet you. The doll guard jumps up and starts writing on her scroll pad. I'm so happy to hear that. I can get awkward sometimes, but I can tell that you and I will get along well. Uh-oh, the first guard is coming. I should get back to my post before I get in trouble again. See ya! Alright, we should probably talk to somebody else. Whoa. You can touch people in this game. I don't think you should be doing that. Will she get mad at me if I keep doing it? Alright, I gotta do it more. Alright, let's leave her alone. Goodbye. Alright, so we're supposed to be talking to the knight, commander, but I want to explore. Can we go in here? We can move the sign. Looks like we can't go inside, though. Okay, let's talk to you. Who would have thought my spring shipment would turn into war rations? She's like a bird person. But fear not, brave soldier of Star's Reach. Your faithful merchant Mavie is here with refreshment at a reasonable rate.
Certainly.
Plumpin' pumpkins, iced cabbage, granny apples, and even grapes from the sand skirts. Those are just a few of my personal favorites, though. Would you like to see my full inventory? Your food looks rotten. Yes, let's look.
I don't know.
Sorry, I keep thinking my shop can be open like normal. The commander has ordered me to keep the castle food off limits to everyone but her and the first guard.
Certainly.
I'd be happy to give you a fresh daily ration if you're hungry, though. A ration a day keeps the enemy at bay. Oh, so the doll guard didn't have a relationship bar. So we can't have a relationship with her. That makes me sad. She was so cute. Alright, let's, I guess, talk to you again.
I don't know.
Most often during my stays at Star's Reach, I'm too busy tending customers to venture all the way up to the Mage Tower. That is quite a lot of stairs to walk up, too. What? A fly up there? And then I suppose I'll just break in through the window and ask for a cup of tea. Chirp, chirp, chirp. It's alright, apprentice. I'm used to it. Flying is great and all, but people forget most towns and houses are designed for walkers, like yourself. Since you brought it up, I have to admit, I am curious about the wizard. What do you know of him? He's an old pervert. He's a what? I've heard a few rumors, but I had no idea. Now that you mention it, there was one time during my stay here at Star's Reach that was a little odd. In the late hours of the night, I woke to an old man janitor fixing my bed. I almost screamed. It was so surprising, but his voice was so soothing I drifted back to sleep. can't remember what he said, though.
I wonder.
To be honest, I thought it was a weird dream and forgot it until now. Don't tell anyone that story, okay? Did he roofie her? God, I hope not. I hope this isn't that kind of game.
Thank you. Please come again.
Alright, we're
Very
gonna talk to
well.
you. As highest ranking member of the castle guard, it is my sworn duty to protect the royal commander. My name is Celeste, but mind you, I am your superior.
That's an order.
That means you must address me as first guard at all times. I also serve as chief rule enforcer, so I would advise you to stay out of trouble. Unless you want to wind up in the prison tower. War is coming, and I will not allow anything to jeopardize our battle preparations. Yes, first guard, yes, ma'am, or I do as I please. I want to say I do as I please, but honestly, she kind of scares me, so let's just say yes, first guard.
Good work, soldier.
You're certainly well-mannered for a farm boy, aren't you? Sharp mind, sharp sword, a good soldier has both.
Very well.
It was good to meet you, apprentice. Best of luck with your training. Okay, well, that went over well. Oh, I forgot to touch the bird lady. That sounds so creepy, but
Unacceptable.
seems the reports of you trying to touch girls around the castle are true after all. There's already rumors spreading
That's an
about me.
order.
You could think about the consequences of your actions in the prison tower. I just squeezed your thigh a little. What would Durandal say if he found out his apprentice was spending his time fondling women instead of training?
What?
Never mind, that's a poor example. Let's just get you to the prison tower before you become any more like the wizard. No, I didn't know it was bad.
That's
Aww.
an order.
Maybe a couple hours in here will teach you a lesson about and start being more respectful. Take this prisoner, guard.
Oh, hey.
Yes, first guard. The first guard hands you over as the goth guard escorts you to an unremarkable cell. Don't get the wrong idea. This was a dingy, dark, and dreary place. But for lack of a better expression, things could be worse. And then things did get worse.
So lame.
I don't get many prisoners these days. Don't worry, you won't be in here very long.
Oh, hey.
Want me to read you some of the poems I wrote to pass the time? Alright. There's like demon eyes in the corner.
Not totally lame.
You're going to like this one. I wrote it just the other day when I was feeling really, really depressed. It
Wicked.
was awesome. She reminds me of the goth kids from South Park. Just like completely over exaggerated. Okay, here it goes.
Oh.
I came from shadow. I came from thorn. I came from heartache. I came from mourn.
So lame.
But if the choice was mine, I wouldn't have ever been born.
Oh.
Pretty dark, huh? I got the inspiration by a care package my mom sent me. Seeing all those fresh cookies and homemade treats reminded me what jerks my family is.
No one at this castle understands what it's like being me.
Oh, look at that. I guess your time's over. I guess you can go back to your happy life now, or whatever. Okay, what's with the demon eyes? Can't do anything with those.
Oh. Hey.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you with all this hair in my eyes. Honestly, I kind of don't want to talk to you. Let's just
whatever.
go. I didn't know I would get in trouble for touching people on the thigh. I'm sorry. I'm a bad person. I mean, if your thighs make squishy noises when I touch them, of course I'm gonna touch them. That's just how I am.
That's an order.
Halt where you stand, boy. No one approaches the royal commander.
Well done.
Thank you, first guard, but it's all right. Please let him through. I still owe this young man a proper introduction. With all due respect, Commander, this farm boy only just arrived. Just because Durandal sent him doesn't mean we can trust him. Your caution is unmatched.
I have no time for games.
However, a leader that fears petty betrayal will never accomplish their goals.
Yes, Commander.
Yes, of course, Commander. You're always thinking ahead. Forgive me for interrupting.
Apprentice.
Forgive me for not properly introducing myself when we met at the West Gate.
Forgive me.
My name is Angeline. I am the steward of Stars Reach Castle and the royal commander of its army.
I must consider.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Honored to meet you, Commander? So you're just a steward. Or pleasure to meet you, Angeline. Let's get a little personal.
I do not have time for such pleasantries.
Do not mistake my courtesy, apprentice. Your presence here is allowed out of my respect for Durandal, but even that has limits. Alright, excuse me. Let's talk to you.
I must consider.
While I have faith in Durandal's instruction, the nature of his departure remains a mystery. Do you know the nature of the urgent job he is attending to? Let's keep Durandal's secret. I mean, he did get us an apprenticeship. So let's be bros. Let's not call him out. It sounded important.
Well done.
I'm sure he's doing something to change our fortune in this war. Durandal has never let me down. Thank you for your time, apprentice. You may continue with your duties. Okay, let's see what special job is about.
Apprentice.
Durandal's instructions are that you are to be trained, but he failed to mention in what field. Like any castle under the Paladins Alliance, we offer training in archery and swordsmanship.
Well done.
Also, as you know, we have a resident wizard. Or a witch, now that Durandal is missing and Sunny has been promoted.
I must consider.
The equipment one uses reveals their true character. For the headstrong and confrontational, the sword and shield is appropriate.
Well done.
For those who value fitness and technique, the bow and arrow is a better option. Then for the select few that have the intelligence to wield them, there is the book and scroll. An often underestimated but very dangerous weapon in the right hands.
I must consider.
In order for me to assign you a role in the final battle that is to come, I must first learn what you are capable of. I would request that you complete one training session in archery, magic, and sword by the end of today.
Apprentice.
Once you've gotten a feel of each equipment set, report back to me. I will look forward to seeing which path you choose to take with your apprenticeship. With the slightest of nods and very subtle but encouraging smile, the royal commander dismisses you. Okay, so do we do that in our room?
Farewell.
Alright, well, I guess let's try and go back to our room. Oh, we have a new location available. We can go to the north courtyard. Alright, but before we do that, guys, I'm gonna end this episode here. So, this game is kind of interesting so far. I really don't know what to expect. It kind of seems like you can really do your own thing, which I'm not used to at all in visual novels. They're usually very linear. They just kind of shuffle you along and you just get to make choices here and there, but in this one it really seems like we kind of get to do what we want, which is pretty cool. So I hope you guys are enjoying this series so far, because I'm having fun and I think this is going to be an interesting series for the channel. So if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.